Hey guys, what's up? It's Ksami here, and today I want to discuss how the meta in Dragon Ball Legends changed over the last year. So up on top we have a Sparking tier list from September 2019, and on the bottom we have the brand new current tier list of September 2020. So it's amazing how much happened. I mean, the first thing you instantly see is that here in S tier we have EX Gogeta and the hero Shallot. Like I remember 1 year ago when Shallot was basically only in. I mean, was no, he wasn't. He wasn't Super Saiyan 3. He was like Super Saiyan 2 or something, and he was bad. He was just like bad. You couldn't play him. He had the same effect for Super Saiyan 2 as Bardock had for Super Saiyans, but he was just bad. He had bad stats, whatever. He was just a bad unit, and now he came to S tier in his God form. That's insane. So anyway, we're gonna start with the C tier here, and well, we guys, we all see the same here. There's this little boy that's just rank 1 here. His C tier is Aleph Gohan. I mean, they love this unit, don't they? When he first came out, he was good. Then they brought Goten, and he was like even better than in a good Sound Family team. And then when this angry Lf Goku got released, he was like top notch. He was so important for the game, for the Sun Family team. And now, when he got his Senkai, he's just he's simply the best unit in the game right now. I mean, even against Super Vegito, Vegito Blue, who's blue and he has type disadvantage against, he does so much damage, and with his main ability active, he just annihilates him in the 3 cards, I guess. So yeah, the Senkai Gohan, yeah, they really want to push him, and they really like this unit. So that's, I think, why he's still Z tier here. And yeah, he's the best unit in the game right now, and he was 1 year ago as well. So it's kind of funny in my opinion. And yeah, we a second place we see well, the anniversary Vegito unit. Like yeah, last year we had Super Vegito, who reigned supreme in the meta for a long time, and he was the main reason people played fusions with Red Vegito back then. Who's also here in tier 1. He just dropped down from S tier, as you can see in the old September 2019 tier list. So yeah, he was pretty good back then, just like the yellow Vegito, transforming Vegito, is here in tier 1 and as third place here. Yeah, I mean, Fusions is still awesome, you know? It's a great team to play. I mean, sometimes it's just dumb easy to play with, especially, I mean, you have a Z tier and S tier unit with either Kevlar or EX Gogeta or Samazu, and you have a tier 1 unit. Personally, I think Yellow Vegito belongs to S tier in my opinion, so he's better than tier 1. He does so much damage and tanks so good, or so well, so in my opinion, this Yellow Vegito should be in S tier, but we get to that later. So yeah, we have this angry Lf Goku from September 2019 up here, and as you can see on the bottom, he's nowhere in the top tiers. You could see a glimpse of him beneath Omega Shenron in tier 2, right on the bottom. Here you can see him, but yeah, he's tier 2. I mean, he is a pretty good kid, but nah, he's just not being used that much anymore because I guess well, they're better blue units for Sun Family and for Saiyans, but he's a great Saiyan buffer, nonetheless. So whenever I want to play a Saiyan team, I use him because I got him to 6 stars, luckily. Yes, that's pretty cool. And the Super Vegito, who was C tier last year, he also dropped down to tier 1. I mean, he is still an amazing kid, but his damage output is way much destructive as it was last year. I mean, of course, he's 1 year old, but for 1 year old unit being in tier 1, it's still insane. Just like, I don't know why they put Goten here. I mean, yes, he's doing good with the Senkai Gohan, but I don't know if he's tier 1 again. I don't know if he is tier 1 again, but okay. If they did so, I think they have something in mind with that. So anyway, the full power Frieza, who's in Z tier back then, he's nowhere near that. He's also tier 2 right here. But that's also just because Lineage of Evil didn't get a lot of support lately. I mean, the last good unit we had was like Senkai Cooler, who is insane nonetheless, but besides that, we have no real support, and the Aleph Frieza is like good, but he's not that much better than the Cooler we had 1 or 2 months ago, who's still, as you can see, tier 2 here. So, meh. And yeah, we got Ribrianne here in Z tier. I mean, I never liked to play her, and she only got back to Z tier because of her new support, as you can see in the S tier, being Kakuza and Rosie. I never liked to play that female warrior team, and I didn't see them often back then in PvP. I mean, most players didn't summon for those female warrior banners. They just went for the angry Goku and Frieza banner before, and then they tried to save. That was the same with me. And yes, basically that covers Z tier, and then we have Golden Frieza coming down to S tier. Yeah, I think he just came up to Z tier because of the angry Goku, so he could bring a stop to him. But now that the other units are getting back up there and Rosie's back, he drops down. He's not that significant anymore back in the days. And yeah, we had Hit is S tier. Hit is still a great unit. I don't know. He's should be in tier 2 here, right? Wait, no, he's not in tier 2 anymore. Am I being blind? Where's Hit? Where's Hit? Yeah, he's in tier 4? What the heck? He's here in tier 4, 4th place. Like, no. No, he's right next to Ribrianne, Rosie, and Kakunza. And no, guys. That can't be real. Hit isn't tier 4. Ah, no. He can't be worse than this transforming Super Saiyan to God Vegeta in tier 3. Seriously, he's not. Like, no way he's worse than that guy. I'm sorry, but nah, that's just not me. I didn't play Hit a lot, but he's not worse than that guy. I don't know. This tier list is not reflecting my opinion in some cases. So I mean, we have here. Let's head back to it. We have in S tier we got that Senkai 7's Android 16. I mean, yes, he's awesome. He could even belong to Z tier in my opinion, because he's a very good unit in terms of well, getting the enemy away from damaging your unit, because he's like, okay, I'll tank all your damage, and if I'm low HP, I'll just explode and kill your unit as well. Okay, so that's a good last resort if you want to. Yeah, he should maybe be in Z tier, but okay, that's up to for debate. Then there's Cell. I don't know if I should really like the Cell, because he has good kit and good attack and everything, but it's not supreme attack or something. So it's good, but not very good. I played him sometimes in region, but yeah, I don't have the Android units to play him with. But of course, in an Android team, he's the best red you can have right now. So I think it's fair to put him in S tier, with considering we had another S tier and a Z tier unit. Then we get the Aleph Margin Vegeta, and yes, he's well deserved in S tier. He's like somewhat the angry Goku from last year. He does very much damage, but he's not tanking that well. But he synergizes very well with his family team, just like Goku did last year. So I can see some parallels between last year and this year. But yeah, Vegeta isn't that good in the meta right now. Just because of Vegeta family. I don't know, they just don't have this OP unit like Son family has in Senkai Gohan. Yeah, so that's basically the issue they have this year. Then last year we had the blue transforming Gogeta. I mean, yes, he got, well, his crown of being the blue in Fusion Team got taken by Vegito Blue, of course. And yeah, he's nowhere near the top tier anymore. Yeah, we're gonna wait for Vegito Blue or Super Saiyan 4 Vegito to come out. And then we have that's basically it for S tier. I mean, yes, we have the green Android 15, Android 13 movie, whatever you want to call it, Goku and Android 13, but yeah, androids aren't that good anymore, and Psychospheronuis aren't as well. So yeah, they're not top tier anymore, and yeah, their damage is pretty bad right now. Well, you could use Android 13 to buff the other guys in an Android team, but if you want to use a red Android, you should go for the new Transforming Perfect Cell. Yeah, and as I said in the beginning, it's pretty awesome to see a hero and an EX unit both in S tier and in tier 1 being Hercule and Videl. Like, that's insane. I've seen so many people use and abuse Hero Hercule with Vegito Blue and the third unit. Yes, this kid is pretty disgusting, but once you know how to play against him, he's a, well, one combo unit, so it's high risk, high reward if you can play him. So that's why I think he's only tier 1 and Videl. To be honest, I didn't play her a lot, but yes, she's also fragile. But her main ability gives her big buffs, as I remember. So yes, she can be pretty good. So I think in tier 1 there are units that can be very good if you can play them accordingly well. So yeah, that's the issue. I mean, S tier Kevlar, you just spam an attack, for example, or Android 16, you just will eat all the damage there is. So S tier and Z tier units, they're pretty like straightforward on how to be good with them, but tier 1 units you have to get comfortable with and actually, well, learn how to play them to their playstyle. Yeah, so what are the other units on top? I mean, we already talked about Aleph Gohan being tier 1 again, just because of Senkai Gohan being in Z tier again. Yeah, so basically the top teams right now, I'd say, are Sound Family, Fusions, and Androids. Last year, this looked to be Sun Family, Fusions, Female Warriors, and maybe a Lineage of Evil. Yeah, I think we should sooner or later, get a new Lineage of Evil banner, maybe with Mecha, Frieza, and King Cold, maybe. That should provide a big buff for Lineage of Evil. So maybe we'll see someone in S or Z tier again of them. Yeah, and well, I as you can see, the new Kid Goten and Kid Trunks both rank in S tier. I mean, I would rank Trunks even higher though. His damage output is insane. But anyway, they're both in S tier, and that just reminds me from back in the very old days, like 2 years ago, when they got released. They were insane. Like everybody wanted to get those two Kid Goten and Kid Trunks units to fight PvP because they were insane back then. It's just the same nowadays. They just changed colors, which is a cool gimmick in my opinion. Yeah, that's cool. And I don't see this blue Ultimate Gohan being S tier. I'm sorry, but he's not S tier for me. He's tier 1, lower tier 1 for me. He's not that good. I never had problems fighting a guy using him. So that's just how my personal internal tier list works. If I play someone again and again and they have good units, I could say, okay, he's a good unit. But if I play Ultimate Gohan, I'm just like, okay, that's a free unit I can kill. I'm not afraid of playing a guy with that unit. So yeah, we have seen there are a lot of parallels between the top units in the list of September 2019 and 2020. I mean, some of them are because of, well, old units getting Senkai boost or getting boosted over time. But some of them, well, of course they're brand new. But as you can see, there are a lot of changes. Like finally, there are some other EX hero units that are, well, playable in PvP and actually good in PvP. And as you can also see, like Senkai is pretty much taking over the tier list slowly but surely. We have 2 out of 3 units in Z tier are Senkai units at Senkai 7, not Senkai 1. And yeah, that's pretty sad thing to see actually. I mean, those are all pay to win units. The only free to play units that are S tier are Shallot and Senkai 7 Goku. I mean, yes, we have Senkai 7 Trunks being tier 1. The Boo you can get to Senkai 1 as well on tier 1, but in the end it's just, yeah, it's getting paid to win. That's sad to see. but I hope maybe they kind of change directions, or adjust some things in Zenkai, but I guess no, because in the last weeks when Android 18 and Trunks and Issa and 16 came out, people just went ahead and summoned for them. Like if they had the crystals and everything, they summoned for them and just like throw away their money to get one good unit. But isn't it isn't that always the case in this game? But yeah, whatever. That's just my 2 cents, saying what I think about that. And yeah, what do you think? How did the meta change? What is new that wasn't here 1 year ago? What changed in PvP besides of course new units, blah blah blah. But what did really change in the game? Yeah, and have a nice day, and I'm looking forward for my next videos. See you guys.